Peril on Gorgon installed. Let's continue, I guess. I'll do a little bit of time to get you kind of acquainted with the character that we're going to be running. So I will do some describing of our character, our kind of group dynamic at the very least, the kinds of things that if you are not familiar with this game but do want to watch this RPG being played, the kinds of things you might necessarily want to know. I'll also go through our build, so those of you who do know the game will know what we're going to be doing and how we will accomplish it. Oh, okay, yeah, that's the... so this... That was a off-camera, just casual playthrough. Whew. That's us, pretty much. I mean, that's gonna be Phineas in this kind of version. But yeah, that's pretty much our character, what you see on that screen there. Okay, yeah, so this is the end of the game. So, do I have to load before I started the end game mission and then just avoid the end game? Is that how I do this? Because, like, this'll just end the game, won't it? I suspect it will. All right. So, is that on the ship? System save, point of no return. Okay, yeah, that's what it is. Sorry about the time it's taken. Stuff like that always has me confused when games like this do a DLC. Yeah, I was very much wondering exactly how this would work for us. Okay, so this is the Unreliable. This is our ship that we are using for exploring the galaxy. Okay, what is my weapon kit? We'll have a quick look at our character. Wait, did I name this one after me? Usually I name them Regina Hammerschmidt. You're not Regina Hammerschmidt? Nah, you're Regina Hammerschmidt. I'm playing you. That makes you Regina Hammerschmidt. Okay. So our weapon set is a hunting rifle ultra, which has a bunch of upgrades on it, but the core part of it is that it is a plasma weapon. Then we also have a Deadeye assault rifle, which is an N-ray type weapon, does 50% less damage, but it does kind of like damage over time, like a radiation effect. Then there's also Thunder, which is just a kind of like, semi-automatic rifle. With electric in, so this is really good for taking down bots, as you might imagine. And then the Pink Slip, which is just straight up from afar. I'm aiming at the head of a humanoid. I'm going to destroy it. I'm going to destroy it by launching effectively a log at it. It is that serious kind of stuff. The rest of this, honestly, not super what I need. Finn's forced here. Maybe we'll consider using at some point. I don't really use shotguns. It's not my kind of build. Here is my kind of build. I have lower than average strength and dex. I have extremely high intelligence. I am average on perception. I am extremely high in charm and below average on temperament. So most versions of Regina Hammerschmidt have different stats. Like the Fallout New Vegas Regina Hammerschmidt, for example, is strong and charismatic, but extremely dumb. Just dumb as a rock. But real, like, kind of like, not book smart, you know, that kind of thing, right? Has survival. She's a survivalist. So we also have skills tagged. I am very heavily invested into long guns, into persuade, as well as the other two lines of speech, lie and intimidate. Heavily invested into sneak and lockpick also. Some engineering, but that is mostly from the companion that I have at the moment. So again, extremely a specialist. I am a sniper. Ooh. Oh, you can level up to 150 now. So Virtuoso, non-critical hits ignore 50% armor. Well, I'm never going to get a non-critical hit with this. We're just going to shoot people in the direct head. You know? That's a critical hit. Okay. We also have perks unlocked that are related to effectively being more mobile. So we have sprint speed, walk speed, a little bit of base health. We've got the extra carrying capacity as well as armor rating. And then the majority of the rest of these are like more ability to carry things. So lower consumable weight, extra carrying capacity for companions, and then things that trigger on my kill, right? So as I kill a target, I start getting things like your next attack after killing an enemy is a guaranteed critical hit. Is it weird lighting or do you have a black eye? I do not have a black eye. I very seldom get in physical altercations because I very seldom see any physical person, except for myself and my partner and our housemate. And neither of them are, prone to punching me in the face. Yeah. Oh, there's also headshot kills deal 25% of their damage in AoE to 2.5 meters away, which is important because a lot of that is going to be killing. We also have a drug addiction withdrawal happening at the moment, but I believe what that is, yeah, exactly, is that I have a flaw of drug addiction, but that also gave me benefits to have. So my character does have flaws, which we kind of try and abide by a little bit here. Pithecophobia, which is fear of primals. So primals are just an enemy type in this game. There's also physical damage weakness, which very much makes sense for this character. We're not strong, we're not dexterous, we're not constitutional. We're not constituted of matter, we're just incorporeal. We want to stay out of the fray, right? We also have drug addiction and robophobia. Robophobia probably means that, like, I'm just not gonna take Sam out with us at all because I got robophobia. All right, the final other things that I wanted to go over would be our crew. So if I were to try and disembark, would it show? It would. And here's our crew. Just a bunch of moon men. All right. So first things first, I got to turn down the sensitivity just a little bit on the mouse. Where are we? Controls, controls, controls. There we go. Let's pop that down to maybe a 26. Okay, good. All right, and then it looks like it gives me the ability to level up my characters again. I imagine this is probably because they just had all of their perks taken away from them for reworks. So I will choose my two characters and then we'll upgrade those characters rather than go through all the leveling here at the very start. Seems like a relatively slow thing to do. So let's get you to take us to Tartarus? No, that's the Brave New World. Okay, how do I, does anyone know how you activate this quest line? Silly pseudonym.
An urgent docking request from another vessel.
Greetings from the Halcyon Parcel Service. Delivery is guaranteed within standard margins of certainty. I've got a special delivery for Alex Hawthorne of the Unreliable. With your permission, I'll see it transferred to your ship.
So this is how we get it. I imagine this is exactly what it's going to do, right? Throw us into a quest line for it. Silly, thank you very much for the gift of a tier 1 sub to both Chimera Draco as well as Dragtum. Chimera Draco, Dragtum, and now Ragnador32. Enjoy your emotes in chat and welcome to the Republic, y'all. Thank you, Silly. Very kind of you. Too bad I'm not Hawthorne.
Captain, I must remind you that you will always be Alex Hawthorne to me.
That's impossible. My contract stipulates delivery to Alex Hawthorne, Captain of the Unreliable. You're the Captain of the Unreliable, so that makes you Alex Hawthorne.
But I'm not.
You are on paper, and that's what counts.
What if I don't want it?
I am contractually obligated to deliver my cargo to the Captain of the Unreliable under pain of fines, imprisonment, and censure by my superiors.
That is a good point as well. Silly, I am very glad to hear that you survived. Especially after hearing the topic set prior. Is it just me or is the game audio a bit quiet? I can pop it up. Excusez-moi. Tell me how that feels. Then why did you ask for my permission?
That's the HPS difference for you. Service with civility. Stand by, Captain Hawthorne.
I'm not.
An HPS certified distribution technician has deposited the parcel into your cargo hold in accordance with hazardous waste disposal procedures.
They did what?
They dispensed 3 complimentary spritzes of Anti-Cleo's Citrus Squirt Air Freshener. That's the HPS touch for you, Captain Hawthorne. On behalf of HPS, I'd like to remind you that HPS is not responsible for any damage, defacement, or unseemliness to your parcel. Thank you for your patience, and please remember HPS for all of your future parcel-related needs.
Cut the transmission. I was trying to cut him off there at the very end. But he did basically get through the entirety of it. Alright. Stand back, just in case. Oh, sweet! A human arm holding some sort of a device.
If you're getting this, something's happened to me. Got mixed up in some shady business on Gorgon. Should have known better. But I landed on something big. And now this job's an itch I can't stop scratching. There's a whole research compound left of the Sprats. I think I'm close to figuring out why. But something dangerous is closer to me. Got the job through one Minnie Ambrose. Top runger who just came into some money. Was offering a hefty bid card for qualified help. Trust me, her money's good. Talk to Minnie. Take the job. If I ain't gonna live to see the payday, might as well be you. Consider us even, old pal.
Well, that fellow certainly seemed trustworthy.
I've gotten jobs from some unusual sources, but this is a first. Congratulations, Captain.
Thank you.
I don't mean to sound prim, Captain, but there's gotta be a better way to ask someone to do you a favor.
I just want to say, we gotta take this job. This is the closest I ever been to starring in a serial drama. Only thing we're missing is a couple of cameras and a soundtrack.
At least this won't be boring.
Okay, I'm probably taking Felix and Yoko, right? Right? Oh, Felix is just... I'm so glad to hear another voice line from you, Felix. Initially, I didn't like you, but I grew to love you. Oh, what the hell is going on?
Lucky Montoya owed Captain Hawthorne a considerable debt. I believe this is what humans refer to as payback. Captain, the message contains landing coordinates for a small asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. It was recently registered to a Wilhelmina Ambrose.
Who was this guy, Ada?
He was an old friend of Alex Hawthorne's. Lucky Montoya had a statistically significant tendency to encounter situations of extreme danger.
He liked to show off his battle scars. I get the feeling he won't be flashing this one around.
He was also the 4th best paid freelancer in the system.
Only the 4th?
There are several hundred freelancers operating in Halcyon. Considering the numbers, Mr. Montoya ranked among the top percentile. This had less correlation with his measured aptitudes, which rank at or below average, than with a pattern of fortunate circumstances.
Did we just get a message from effectively Leoloff? Leoloff is a D&D character that I've had for a very long period of time who is extraordinarily lucky. That is their big thing. If the universe was simulated 1 billion times, this is the only universe in which Leoloff is alive. That kind of luck. That kind of like, I'm convinced there must be a god because this wouldn't make sense otherwise kind of luck. Your bard? Yes. Yes. Actually, an interesting thing, I will mention this about the D&D. I'll also keep my voice down because it relates to a thing that my partner doesn't know about my character yet. But, what? I accidentally punched my microphone, I apologize. There's a new campaign that we're playing on at the moment where I'm playing a wild magic sorcerer. And my old bard, Leoloff, the lucky one, had a wand of wonder. So I worked with the DM to come up with a circumstance where Leoloff, in the other D&D campaign we were doing, broke the wand of wonder, and the release of magical energy and the release of wild surge energy completely erased Leoloff's memories and transported them to a new setting. So my current character, Bear, who is a wild magic sorcerer, is Leoloth, right? And there are like a couple things tying them together for players to pick up on those kinds of things, right? There's interesting hooks, but the reason this matters is because we just started a new campaign. We're doing delving into the Underdark. In fact, we just killed Xanathar like a couple days ago. It was really fun. Anyway, as we were going to kill Xanathar, we saw a group of adventurers, and we were like, why did the DM mention a group of... and the group of adventurers are all of the other characters from the previous campaign. So all of them also exist in the new campaign, but notably missing was Leoloth. And everyone was like, why is Leoloth not with them? We're getting to the point that we actually get to explore that. It's so, like, we've been, like, months down the line, like almost a year of just this has been the pregnant backstory, and now it's starting to get seeped into the game, and I'm so ready for it. Shouldn't that group recognize your character? So Leoloth's big thing is disguises, and so is Bears, which is a little bit of a hint, you know? Leoloth was an illusion kind of bard, would make major images, would act the character. So we're gonna be able to, it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. Anyhow, now I can talk slightly louder. I just didn't want to ruin it because I've been dodging questions left, right, and center, you know? This had less correlation. Yeah, you mean luck?
Luck does not exist, Captain. Nevertheless, I am programmed to agree with your assessment. I have transferred the coordinates for Ambrose Manor to your navigation terminal. We can travel there when you are ready.
I will definitely keep you updated. Okay. I wonder if each of you have
Something on your mind?
individually something to say about the Gorgon job. Sure. This will probably help me choose who I'm really going to take, because I like Felix is going to be one of them. It's just who's the other one. Either Ellie or Nyoka, usually.
If there's one thing you could say about Lucky Montoya, he was always at the center of a story. Guess this is fitting.
You knew him?
Sure. Like Ada said, he was a big name among freelancers. I met him at Lost Hope once. He was buying rounds for everyone and telling a story about one of his jobs. Pretty sure half of it was made up.
Why do you say that?
You ever get the feeling someone's just trying too hard?
I just take people at face value.
That's your problem, Captain. There was just something about Montoya I couldn't quite trust. He was always the center of a room, and he slapped a lot of backs to stay there.
You think he was all talk?
Yeah. I'm trying to say that if he screwed this job up, that's on him. I still like our odds. He may have had a rep, but you're more capable than he ever was.
Well, Ellie, that's really nice of you to say.
Hey, don't get used to it. What's on your mind?
Any idea what happened to Lucky?
From his arm? The decay makes it hard to tell. Could be a lot of things. Torn off by something with big teeth, torn off by something with big claws, torn off by someone with a moderately sharp blade. Or maybe he just got too close to heavy machinery.
Enough about Gorgon.
Sure.
And that's going to be all the conversation we have with you. Hey, Sam, do you have any?
Battery levels are fully charged.
I'm not going to decommission Sam just yet. Maybe later. All right, Max, you uptight?
If I still believed in the grand plan, a revelation like this would have seriously shaken my faith. Knowing you, I can only assume you have already begun formulating a plan to deal with this. So tell me, what are we going to do?
Right, we took the stick out of Vic and Max's rear. Like, he's now unwound. Got it. I think he's referring to, like, the quest line, like the actual quest line. So I'm going to say we'll dig more into the issue and sort it all out.
Yes, of course. And when you do, you can count on me to back your play. Your propensity for wanton violence hasn't failed us so far. Anything you'd like to discuss?
During the experience at the Hermits, you seem somewhat at odds with your mother?
I wouldn't say my parents disowned me, strictly speaking. But before they died, they accused me of thoughtlessly abandoning them. I couldn't understand it. I was only trying to make them proud by becoming a better vessel for the plan, to feel the joy they felt. I was so certain my potential was wasted as a laborer, and was willing to risk everything just to prove to them that they were wrong. I was lost, misguided.
All right, now let's just take like a hard left. Max, what's your take on this whole Gorgon business?
Perhaps it's just my judicious nature, but I think we should be careful if we're following up on this lucky fellow's message.
Why do you say that?
I've always felt caution as the best approach when one has delivered a message attached to a severed limb.
I think it adds to the intrigue.
And that's what we love about you, Captain.
Man, the crew just makes you feel so good. Do you think it's a setup?
He sounded lost, perhaps slightly untethered from reality. A feeling I know all too well. It doesn't strike me as a setup, but I still advise caution.
So you think we should still look into it?
Why not? It is what we do, isn't it?
Talk to you later. All right, next up. Nope, Ellie, we already talked to you. Nyoka?
Hey, Cap.
One sec. I need to quickly launch a mouse constraining program because currently the mouse does not get constrained to the right side of the screen. You're the crew's awkward big sibling friend. That is honestly kind of like... That's the role that I want to play ideally in a friend group. I'm just awkwardly there. But people are okay with it, you know? All right. Mouse is not constrained. Mouse is also still not constrained. Did the program even launch? Yes, it did. Okay, good. Let's talk about this Gorgon job.
Sure.
How are you feeling about it?
Right now, I'm feeling like a canid following a trail of treats. Like I'm being misled at best. At worst, walking into a trap. Keep those eyes open, Captain.
That's all for now.
Hey, Cap.
Okay, Nyoka doesn't really have much to say about this.
Taking it easy?
All right, Felix.
Good to see you, boss.
Oh, man, it's been a while. You got salt and pepper in your hair. Got a minute? I want to discuss about this business on Gorgon.
So we just sat around a table talking about a severed arm. Of all the weird things that happened on this ship, that ranks somewhere in the middle.
What do you think about this Lucky Montoya guy?
You ever watch The Masked Marketeer?
Felix, you can't answer my question with another question.
Boss, I'm going somewhere with this. Episode 5 of The Masked Marketeer. First appearance of a recurring villain. Big old galoot, built like one of those industrial-class garbage compressors. His name? Tiny.
Let him continue.
Every adventure serial's gotta have a supporting character with an ironical name. It's a rule of the Genry. Masked Marketeer had a massive bruiser named Tiny, and we got ourselves a real unfortunate hullhead named Lucky. Coincidence? I think not.
It's a rule of the Gondry. Genre, Felix. It's pronounced genre.
Genre, right. Thanks. I read that word on a poster once. Never actually used it in a conversation. Anyway, where were we?
Oh, I love you. You were talking about how this job feels a bit different?
Exactly. That's what I've been getting at. We're freelancers. We take any job we can get. But this one? The dying message of a stranger. A severed hand delivered in a crate. Let's just say it beats flying around the colony running errands. So, of course, I'm gonna be excited.
I gotta hand it to you, Felix. You've got heart.
Hey, I get it. Gotta hand it to me. Severed hand. That's what you were going for, right? That wasn't what you were going for. Yep, I can tell by the way you're glaring at me.
I didn't even get the ability not to glare. Why don't I get the ability to just beam a smile at him? This is the same actor that did the fantastic voice in FNV, no? I don't necessarily recall. I might not be picking up the similarities because I just hated Fantastic. Chris Raggi says, hey Raps, been loving your stream. My best D&D chat was a half-orc barb and I played him true neutral. I rolled D100 to see how much he loved and hated everything. So was that kind of like a upon encounter of a new thing? What does Kusaragi's half-orc Bob feel about it? I hate it! Like that kind of thing. We'll talk later, Felix. Alright, so I've missed Pavati, who must have come down this way, right? No? Yeah.
I could probably spend years fixing this boat, stem to stern.
What are your thoughts on Gorgon, Pavati?
It's a shame about what happened to that lucky fella. Maybe finishing what he started will help put his spirit to rest.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. Blank the Evil as well, by the way. Subscribed for the 10th month at tier 1. Blank. Welcome to the Republic and Joe Remotes in chat. And hell yeah, Outer Worlds. Told you it was going to happen. Had to. It's a shame what happened to that lucky fellow. Maybe finishing what he started will help put his spirit to rest. You poked around the Unreliable. Any record of Lucky Montoya?
Not a word. And I've been sticking my nose in every one of our stately ladies' crannies, stem to stern. Oh, law. That sounds untoward, don't it? That ain't what I meant. Point is, Captain, Mr. Hawthorne left all kinds of scribblings behind panels and under consoles, but ain't a lick of it mentioned Mr. Lucky. So whatever they got up to in the past must have been really extra secret. And lots of fun.
God, is it going to be Felix and Pavati? I swear I ran with Felix and Pavati like the majority of the time. He was a champion of underdogs and hated all alcohol. What did he roll to hate alcohol? Was it like straight up a 1 and it's like, okay, this is like a undying, vitriolic hatred, pure hatred. Pavati is best girl. And Pavati is ace, yeah. Yep. Pavati is both ace and a lesbian. I wonder if we'll get any expansion on that story. I wonder, I may actually end up taking Pavati just to see if we get any lines that talk about the development of her relationship with Jinlei. Let me know if you find anything.
Sure thing, Captain.
How are you feeling about the job right now, though?
It sure is lonely out here on the edge of the colony. Anything could happen. And ain't no one gonna come to help us.
That's all about Gorgon.
Alrighty. You change your mind, you just holler. You know, whoever wired this ship up had no idea what they were doing.
Break time's over. Okay, yeah, I think it's gonna be Pavati and it has to be. They're two cinnamon rolls, and I just want to travel and like be a bakery, you know? Just cinnamon rolls left, right, and center. Okay. Done that. I broke my leg. Lost a little bit of HP. Doesn't really matter. We have so much ability to heal right now. One thing we should probably concern ourselves with is this our best outfit? Is this seriously what we want to wear? So this is sneak attack damage, does extra 10% damage, and then plus 10 on all dialogue skills. So I probably want to change to something with reasonable armor. Marauder with tech skills all for a plus 5, but I lower the sound of my footsteps. Certified Explorer's hat. Just a plus 1 to perception. Where is my good armor? Is this it? The anti-riot gear? That was my good armor, wasn't it? That was my let's go hunting armor. It's diamond quality, it's pristine. I haven't got a gadget installed, but I don't think gadgets were a possible installation at the time. Also, if I remember correctly, your drug addiction is to medicine, so healing takes away withdrawal. Oh, perfect. Where's the Mooncree leader top hat? If we get a... I mean, I should actually just like pass off some of my inventory. We started playing a while ago, and I have yet to actually play the part of the game. I understand, but look, this stuff is really important to start out with, you know? Okay. Let's go to our armor, and I mean, sometimes I need the extra dialogue skills, I guess. Extra hack, probably don't need that. Leadership and backpack carrying capacity. Don't care about that either. Or you. Lockpick plus 10 can matter. Hack plus 5 can matter on that. Lockpick plus 10 on the helmet. Jolicoeur's hat. Happily drop the inspiration from that, as well as the heavy armor there. And leathered armor as well. Cool. Okay. Yeah, it looks like we didn't really have much in the way of other armor that we were intending on taking. So yeah, this is just our kit then. He rolled 1 to 5%. If he rolled 1 to 5%, he would murder to avoid booze. He rolled 10%. Got it. Conversely, he rolled 92% for all things flying. So he will fight to get you into the chopper. I like that as an idea for, like, just figuring out how your character feels about each individual thing in the universe. Consider me intrigued. Let's go to Gorgon. I forgot F that wasn't move. So we have Felix and... We already have Felix and Pavati tagged. The game knows. Made with real Xenosite waste. On Gorgon, it's always Adrena time. Oh, good lord.
Welcome to Ambrose Manor. We were not expecting...
It's just current conspiracy theories make that
Don't worry, little fella.
hit the ear weird, you know?
Law-abiding folk.
We're mostly law-abiding folk. I guess that is true. Or at least while people can see us.
Gotta admit, that was kind of funny.
Felix, what if it's hurt?
Wait, what happened to it? Did it blow up? Or fall off? Oh, wait. Yeah, it just fell off. Alright. So let's find the borders of the map quickly.
Here we go.
There you go. You get 1 warning shot. Hey, anyone want to help me? No? Okay. I'll do them individually myself then. I don't have the right weapons for this. Y'all are supposed to be covering me. Sprout hide, sprout hide. Nothing. Sprout hide again. Okay, so at the very least, we know there were a couple chests back here. They were protecting. Speed grip increases your melee weapon attack speed as well as heavy ammo energy cells. Alright. Okay, yeah, so I have enough to lockpick this. It has a spade and just 2 weapon parts in it. I guess there's no good reason not to, especially because it's free, but... I know this mission said that it was rated for level 25 up. We are level 30, which shouldn't be extremely over-leveled. Because, like, you can finish the game at level 20, right? Okay, cool. Nothing on the perimeters. Let's check that building and then go up. Sorry for talking so much, by the way. No, don't be sorry at all. Although we should probably check on you and see if we can fix you, right?
Detected. Compensating for structural damage.
How did the spy murdering go? Extremely good run. Like, very, very top quality, kind of 21,000 points of poison damage kind of run. Or as Arctic Mists puts it, Raps had an okay and modest poison run. It's a reasonable poison run. I wouldn't, you know, wouldn't cook it out of bed for eating cookies, you know? Kitchen keycard, as well as the Groundskeeper's Journal, Volume 1. Daily routine. Sweep the Tranquility Garden for Mrs. Olivia. Oil the fish for Mr. Harvey. Repeat. When they hired me as groundskeeper, I assumed there'd be grounds to keep. I'm not even allowed inside the manor. Everyone told me the Ambrose family keeps themselves, but they're a bunch of hermits. Save for the little one. Guess I ought to find a hobby. Mr. Harvey dropped his keycard in the pond. I'll hold on to it in case he ever comes looking, but I won't go near the house. Wouldn't want to get in between Mrs. Olivia and her research. I'm going to dip now, so you're moderatorless. Take care and enjoy the rest of the stream. Thank you, Advice Colin. Enjoy the rest of your day. I am going to... I'm pretty sure I'm not moderatorless. Am I not? One sec. Okay, apparently I hadn't done that previously. But also, blank is still a mod, right? Blank. Be evil. Okay, good. Yeah, we're good. Alright. Extra armor parts, as well as weapon parts, shovel, and a pickaxe. I may actually just take a shovel, just in case it's something that I need to use on location. And that's Bob. Alright. Oh yeah, Silly, thank you very much for the gift of a tier 1 sub to Kusaragi, and Jerry Modes in chat. Welcome to the Republic. Okay. Nice yard. Serum, thank you very much for the gift of 10 tier 1 subs to the community. To Cottontail234, Captain_Janet, Windblad, two Zealous Zombies.
Big empty window like that? That's gotta be haunted. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps.
Are we actually going to do a haunted mansion? Glacier__4, Owlbrow888, Geists, Doomlord Killer, Ace Ruku, and Malkior Shadow Soul. Jerome Motes in chat and welcome to the Republic. Thank you so much, Sura. It's very kind of you. Let's, should have taken Luigi with you. Yeah, this does look like a Luigi's Mansion kind of thing. Okay, so these are the fish that needed to be oiled, right? Saltuna Pond discovered for 1.5. Oh, okay, so is this... Is the experimenter inside Mrs. Olivia responsible for Saltuna's existence? Because I believe Saltuna is, garbage, right? It's absolute trash that no one should really be eating. I think we found supporting information for it being constituted of awfulness. Unfortunately, I don't remember specifically what. Okay, cool. Just another location discovered, but nothing actually unique in the area. Unfortunately, I am one of those RPG players that's like, I know we have to go there, so I need to check everything outside first. So I do apologize for the experience that is going to happen, but it will result in seeing content that is not necessarily otherwise seen. Telescoping stuff for... I mean, that's Make 3. There's no Make 3 weapons in the base game, right? Like, it only goes up to Mark 2? Right? Yeah, 2. It only goes up to Mark 2. So that means this is, like, a very good two-handed weapon. So if I end up taking out Max, be fine. Be decent for Max at the absolute least. Those times where you accidentally pick the main quest path and it's like, well, crap. Yeah, exactly. That is the worst thing that can possibly happen to me in an RPG, accidentally progressing. I want to be good and goddamn ready when I'm going to progress. Sort of shotgun, don't care about that. Not relevant to any of the characters we're going to be running. Oh, that is actually a thing that we should keep in mind, though. Felix and Pavati. So you have a flamethrower with Josh, but the thing is, Felix only uses the Pro Tossball blocker. That's all Felix do. You've got plasma damage on a one-handed melee. That's going to be fine, but I'm going to need to upgrade. Oh. So you just have an extra perk point for some reason, I guess, then. Huh. Okay, so we have Long Winter, duration of status effects inflicted by companion abilities, so he can use his dropkick more commonly. Showtime, which I think is your dropkick, right? Your Felix? Yeah, that should be dropkick. Plus 20% damage to corporate military, just because I love that on Felix. Bootlickers as well, same, because I just love that on Felix. Those aren't relevant to actually how we want to run Felix. 20% chance to reset ability cooldown on ability use, so just the ability to kick 2 times. 20% chance to reset ability cooldown on kill. Stand your ground, +3 armor rating for 10 seconds after it takes damage. I mean, that would be good for making Felix the tank. Is Pavati our tank, though? So what armor do you have? You have the retrofitted heavy armor. You have the Iconoclast Apostle armor. Okay, yeah, you are definitely our tank. Heals 25% of my downs. Yeah, it's probably stand your ground here. Yeah, we'll purchase that. All right, and then Pavati. Again, we get one more upgrade for you. Pavati, what is your base ability, though? Your basic ability is... Where is it? Overload. Slams her hammer down, creating a blast wave that shocks enemies and stuns auto mechanicals. Now, I didn't give you a hammer, though, did I? Yeah, you've just got to cut a gold. Ah, hang on. Are her weapons bad? I think I might not have any good weapons on you. And I was also making you a tank. Okay, so you're melee aggressive, and is Felix also melee aggressive? Fine. Does DLC add anything to the level cap or just more storyline? I believe it adds stuff to the level cap because, well, I mean, number one, I'm starting to earn experience where I've never earned experience on level 30 before. And number two, there seem to be virtuoso levels to the upgrades of the base skills. All right. So Pavati's final, extra, read all about it. Ooh, plus 20% to the duration of status effects inflicted by companion abilities. So that is also going to be good for Felix. Yes, I know. It's directly in front of me, but still, I am required by law to get all of this, despite the fact that the majority of what we're going to pick up is going to be garbage. I will say, you do have the ability to respec in this game, and I would possibly consider respecing to go like hard into science weapons or something like that, especially if this building has new and interesting science weapons, which I suspect it may.
This place looks kind of sad. Like it's been waiting for someone to make a home out of it.
It's so empty. Oh, Captain, something here don't feel right.
I know. But they're not firing on me. I've got a pact of non-aggression here. All right. I'm scared of them. I'm keeping an eye on them. I do not trust them. Okay. But at the very least, they're not going to aggress against us first. Okay, so that'll be the matriarch of the family. Space's choice, space's choice, space's choice. So all of these are space's choice. So this is a space's choice facility, right? It's got to be. Yeah. It's got to be. This is a great way for them to introduce more Moonman helmets, maybe? See you soon. Thank you very much for the gift of a tier 1 sub as well to Nubisnax and Fatal Vindicator. Nubisnax and Fatal Vindicator in Jerry Mo's in chat. Welcome to the Republic. Thank you again, silly. Death certificate for Olivia Ambrose. To Miss Wilhelmina Ambrose. This certificate affirms that you are the sole inheritor of the Ambrose estate, having drafted, filed, indexed, stamped, and unstamped the necessary forms to declare your mother legally deceased. Congratulations and condolences. This has been a long time coming. Even without access to your full inheritance, you've grown the Ambrose fortune beyond this firm's wildest dreams. Bailey Clark, estate manager. Clark with an E is the chairman, right? So it's not related.